Does God exist? If He exists, what is He like? And if He exists, I exist too. Why did He create me? Who am I? Well, I'm Arif Akil. I'm a keen student of sacred reality, philosophy, and mysticism. Recently, I've been deeply struck with the cold hard fact that there is a sacred reality more than what our material senses perceive, beyond what our material senses perceive. And that our material senses are just the first level to understanding this greater reality. So I've been seeking books to understand the nature of this reality, what are the different levels and dimensions of this reality. As I started coming across and reading these books, I realized that these books are hardly known and even less read. So by the help of this little channel that I have, I hope to bring awareness to the wealth of material available and perhaps explore the beauty of this sacredness together. The first book that I'm sharing is called The Hidden Wisdoms of Islam. Remarkable book, really, remarkable. There are a lot of books I could have chosen to be the first, and I've chosen this by Lord Tengku Mochtar as the first one. Why? It is so accessible. They say a picture speaks 1,000 words. Well, Lord Tengku has taken that saying very seriously because that's what he's done. This book is just pictures for an interpretation that may not be accessible to some, and he's made a book of pictures, a very small book. It's got 129 pages, and yet he addresses really big questions like, what is the nature of God? What is the nature of reality? Why are we here? What is the purpose of life? Do heaven and hell exist? If it is, what is heaven? What is hell? And if there is God, and if He's all good, and if He's all powerful, why is there evil in this world? So, to give a feel of what this book is about, in this video, I'd like to walk you through the first chapter of this book. The first chapter, let's begin at the beginning. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. On behalf of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Ever-Merciful. And we begin with chapter 1. Chapter 1, wisdom number 1. There is nothing but the real. There is nothing but the sacred. There is nothing but God. There is nothing but Allah. Everything else does not exist. So this takes a while for it to sink in, and there's no way it sinks in this short moment that you're watching this video. But go around experiencing that nothing exists but the real. Nothing exists but the sacred. Nothing exists but God. Lord Tengku has described it and shown this in but a very simple picture, but there's nothing on the page. He's drawn a circle, but that's because he has limited means. Allah is the reality, the only real existence. He explains very nicely over here that this boundary that he's shown is for illustrative purposes, really. In reality, the reality is limitless and beyond any boundary. There is nothing but the reality. Everything else does not exist. But that being said, I'd like to know the real a little bit more. What are the qualities? What are the attributes of this reality? How can we understand or access the reality more? Well, the reality does have attributes. And as we turn the page, who is the reality? What is the reality? The reality is the All-Merciful, the reality is all the most compassionate. The reality is the creator. Every creation has come from the real. The reality is all the powerful, the protector, is the loving, the holy. The reality is the patient. Now, they may seem like a list of all positive, all good, all nice attributes put randomly. Why? Because if you think about it, goodness, mercy, love, you cannot put limits to these. They exist in the infinite. So if the reality is the infinite, all of the infinite attributes exist within the reality. These infinite attributes are the nature of reality. And everything that is wrong and evil are limits to that reality. And if these infinite attributes are just the nature of reality, it is absolutely inevitable consequence of reality and the nature of reality and the nature of God, who God is, that the merciful will require an object of mercy. The loving will require an object to be loved. The forgiving will require an object of forgiveness. The creator would require to create a creation. And for a creation to experience mercy, to experience love, it would have to be limited. It cannot be limitless. It would have to be weak. It would have to be in need. And therefore, if we turn to wisdom number 3, human being is created limited, just on the outside, but limited in the inside. Lord Tengku explains further. Human is created limited on the outside because only the limited can appreciate the limitless. But to appreciate the limitless, you have to know and recognize what limitless is. Because without that sense of point of reference, one won't be able to. Therefore, human is created limitless in the inside because only the limitless can comprehend the limitless. God bestows limitless into human by blowing part of God's own soul into human. As a result, human contains a part of God within it, within the deepest part of his soul heart. Not this blood pump that you see. No, the soul heart is what is experiencing the limitless. Now, just because one is limited on the outside, it has needs and it is weak. It needs a limited environment for it to enter into, for it to grow, thrive, fall down, make mistakes. And therefore, for this limited environment, there is this beautiful, deep picture that Lord Tengku has put. Within the limitless, God has created the physical universe, are created for the physical human to gain experiences within it. So within the limitless, there is this limited environment called the universes. Within the limited environment of the universes is the limited being, and within the limited being is the source point or the access to the limitless. As Lord Tengku Mochtar explains, by creating the universes, Allah created polarity within himself. God is the spiritual, the limitless, the hidden. The universes are physical, limited, and it is a manifestation of the limitless. There is still nothing but the reality. Everything else still does not exist. But the human being with the attributes of the universe on the outside and the attributes of God in the inside can experience the limitless. What does that look like further? Through what human sees, and this is what I was referring to in the beginning, through our limited material senses, through our seeing, our feeling, our experiences, we get to God, or we get to experience His majestic self. Let's go slow and deeper into this. The universe around us provide stimulus to us. We see, we feel, we hear, we learn, as therefore we experience. What do we experience? Humans witness the majesty of God. God sees, experiences himself through human, uses human as one of his agents. We are an agent on this earth. We are a representative on this earth. And when we experience, there is an inner soul telling us, hey, hang on, you're on the right track. Keep going. Oh no, wait, something wrong over here. We feel guilt. God provides guidance through this soul heart of ours. And this soul heart of ours, we take actions to change how we interact with the world, being changed through our humanness. So in the process of doing so, wisdom number 6, in sum, the true purpose of human is to be, to experience, and to become a witness. What do we witness? Lord Mochtar has put a lot of experiences that we go through, experiences in nature, human experiences. Why do we seek out these experiences? We seek why human seeks and thrilled by experience, because the true purpose of being human is to be, to experience, to witness the majesty and grandness of Allah, whether manifested in the universes or hidden in the deepest places, whether one is aware or not. So why did God create us? Here are the answers. God says, I am a hidden treasure and I long to be known, not from a sense of need, because God is needless, but a sense of desire. So I created a creation to which I make myself known, so that they may know me. In a sense, God may know himself. And I've got to share the translation of this verse of the Quran. Behold, look around you. In the creation of the heavens and the earth, there are indeed signs. When you look at a tree next time, when you even just look at the tree, when you look at a leaf, when you look at a water drop, when you look at the cloud from when the water drop comes, don't just turn your head away and say, it's just another tree, another leaf, and then the water drop and another cloud. This is a sign. What is the purpose of a sign? It's pointing to something. What is it pointing to? So wake up, become a man of understanding to hold on, this is pointing to something. This cannot have come by chance. It has such infinite beauty and infinite design. A design that is beautiful, beauty that is purposeful, that is fulfilling multiple levels of purposes. What is it pointing towards? And the final wisdom I'll share. Human has a potential to realize his/her true self and to become limitless. Here I disagree with Lord Mochtar a bit. I don't think we can become limitless. We are limited beings. What we do, we can approach the limits of our limitedness, recognize that there's limit and go beyond that, then recognize a limit and then go beyond that, and then recognize a limit and then go beyond that. We are on a constant journey to perhaps limitlessness, but we are always on a journey. It is never ending. We're constantly always moving, always growing. And it is in this universe that is this vehicle that provides us to be creative, be merciful, be loving, be strong, be patient, be compassionate, be forgiving, and to be holy. Yeah, so do you see why I just shared that this was a remarkable book? So that, dear friends, that is the first chapter of the hidden wisdom of Islam. So if what I shared connected with you, please pick up a copy of Lord Tengku Mochtar's book. Read it, reflect on it, wake up. And till my next video, take care, keep reflecting, keep smiling. Goodbye.